We are at probably one of the most amazing cellar doors that I've ever seen in my life. We're lucky enough to be here with Sonya.
Yes.
Thanks heaps for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And also Andrew.
Thank you very much for coming.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. What a picturesque place to work.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh,
it's not bad.
Well, I was told this morning that no matter how you felt, when you walk through the door here, everything's fine. And your spirits are lifted and you're just surrounded by amazing products, and the word is amazing people too.
Oh,
so
that's very kind.
I thought I'd start with a compliment.
We try.
Before I get negative, we'll start with a compliment. So tell me a little bit about the Pike River and yourselves. And you start first, Andrew. You tell me about the establishment, a little bit of history. How long has it been here for? And
sure.
Go.
Right, we started Pike River as an accommodation site, and so we've got quite a bit of accommodation. We've got a Pike River woolshed, which is our family-friendly accommodation. And then we got a little bit excited and found this land here that we thought looked spectacular with fantastic views, so we decided to expand a little bit and go into the luxury accommodation side of things, which has been really successful and people have really enjoyed it. But then in the last 12 to 18 months, we've just opened up the Riverland Wine Centre because we found that people didn't have a great idea about Riverland wine as a whole, so we wanted to kind of change that, and that's kind of the passion behind doing this. So.
Well, I must say that I was one of those people. I had I guess, and it's a lot of people's perception of Riverland wine is it's bulk wine and it's low quality bulk wine, but I know it's not true. It's not true. Well, that's people's perception. So what we're here for is to break that perception and to get it out to our viewers and new viewers, of course, of what quality wine there is in the Riverland. And stepping into here, you blew my mind straight away by the amount of different varieties that are here. So what are we going to start with?
So we're going to start off with the Pike River Fiano.
So your wine?
Andrew's wine.
Yeah. Just a little bit of background.
Well, let's just reverse a little bit. What does Sonya actually do here?
So, what do I do here, Andrew? I sit there and I talk about wine and nerd out.
Tell me 3 interesting facts about Sonya.
I moved back here 2 years ago from the Barossa. So my background is sales and marketing over there. And I've come back here to make wine. So I'm starting my own label.
Okay.
But I can't stay away from spruiking wine, so I love it so much, so I'm going to come back here and...
So going back your own label?
Yes. Oh, so...
Elaborate. Give it a plug.
Oh, give it a plug.
Give it a plug.
It's not quite released yet. So it's called Hound at Foot Wines.
Hound at Foot Wines.
Hound at Foot Wines. And
that's quite catchy.
It is. Well, actually, it was going to be a...
I've started her off, haven't I?
Got her up. That's good. Keep it going.
So it was actually going to be what I was going to call my Cabernet if I ever made a Cabernet. Because you know when you're tasting a Cabernet and you know you get these beautiful smoky characters and you get these tobacco characters and it's like sitting on a big leather couch, you know, a big overstuffed Chesterfield in front of a fire with like a hound at the foot. And you know, a cigar or a pipe, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you get those,
sure.
You know, you're sitting there and the rain's going on the roof.
It took me on a sensory experience just with the description.
That's good.
So to me, when I'm having a really good Cabernet or a Cabernet blend, that's what I'm getting. And so I've written all these names of what I wanted to call my varieties that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
And I was going through them all because I couldn't pick this name of the winery. And my partner just went, well, Hound at Foot's a really good name for a winery. And I went, oh, yeah. And I went, oh, actually, yeah. No, it's not bad, eh?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm about to release my first one, which is my first vintage, which is a 19 Montepulciano. So
okay. So coming from McLaren Vale, Montepulciano is...
an Italian variety?
It's where it's at. People, I've asked a lot of winemakers, what are you going to make next and what do you want to make? What are you experimenting with?
Montepulciano.
SC Panel do a beautiful one.
They do.
They do a beautiful one.
They do.
We had one from, we did an Italian restaurant. We were live from an Italian restaurant and he brought on an Italian one. And guess what? No good.
What?
No good. No good at all.
Makes
It's the only
sense.
wine we've had on the show that was no good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know whether it was the actual bottle.
I was going to say, like, what was it? Was it corked or was it oxidised?
I'm not sure, but...
Because usually, you know, Ponchiosius.
You'd talk it up, wouldn't you? But let's get back to the Fiona. Fiona, that's right. Tell me a little bit about the Fiona, because it's yours.
It's ours, yeah. So the Fiona is actually...
No, more. We're not a tasting show. We're a drinking show.
You've got to be able to swirl it in
Well,
the glass.
there's no low tide. No low tide on the show.
Very much.
So you tell us a little bit about it.
A very little bit about, because it really isn't our...
It's your label.
It is our label. Our part in the process is about promoting all Riverland wine. So all of our grapes come from our great friends Basham's.
Yeah.
And then we send the grapes to Eric at 919 to make the wine.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. We just wanted to promote the Riverland, and that's the way we do it.
Yeah.
So our Fiano is tight little grapes. They're beautiful. They
How does it grow here?
Well,
it grows well. It doesn't.
Let's elaborate. Well.
Not
good.
Right, next.
Not massive yields. It's tight little grapes, small crop, but what you get out of it is
big flavour.
You don't want a massive yield
No,
because that's going to really impact on the quality of the grape.
Yeah.
So, you know, the less grapes that are on a vine, you're going to get more quality that is in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
This is educational already.
It's amazing, isn't it?
All right. So what are we looking at? Colour?
Oh.
No, we're not cheating yet.
This has got a colour thing.
We're not cheating yet. Though. Okay.
So, you might want to point out what you're looking at.
Me? No, I don't.
It's a light straw. It's a light straw.
Light straw.
Yeah.
I would say
nice.
golden tinge.
With a golden
tinge.
It is.
Yeah, it's very clear at the same time though, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Very clear. And what year was it? We didn't know.
This is a brand newie, so it's still a little bit tight. We actually had...
So does it need to breathe in the glass a little
Oh, no,
bit?
no.
She has canned it,
One you prepared a little bit earlier. Okay.
It'll benefit from another couple of months in the bottle.
Yeah.
We actually had a visit from Martin Shaw. Do you know Martin Shaw from Shaw and Smith Wines? And
you had royalty up here.
We did.
You had white wine royalty up here.
And he actually tasted it because I wanted him to taste it, and
what did he say?
And he actually said it's going to be a fantastic wine.
Wow.
So,
He had to say that because
he didn't. They reckon the people that
he would
with
tell
him
the
are
truth.
very.
He would
They
tell
reckon
the
he's
truth.
pretty tough. So. Yeah.
So what do you get?
Oh, I've gone straight past the smelling it to drinking it.
All right, what did you get?
That's a good point. I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I smelled it, but I didn't comment on it. I just went straight to drinking it. So I haven't had enough wine in the last few days, but I can't get enough of Riverland wine.
Do you know though, like when you look at Riverland wine, especially like with the small producers, we're all doing these really cool alternative varieties,
Yes.
like the emerging varieties. So Italian grapes and Spanish grapes, they grow really, really well here. Like they grow really well,
That's what we're
and we
promoting,
do it so well here.
Yeah, and that's because the evolution of the winemaking up here, and a lot of the winemakers too have vineyard backgrounds, or this is what we got told.
Yep.
By
So
a
a
few
lot
of
of
the
the small
winemakers,
producers
so-
have actually been.
They're out there, they're tasting the grapes, they know when to pick it, they know, and that little subtle change in the vineyard makes a big difference in the winery.
Oh, massively.
See, look, I don't even sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm just mimicking what someone told me about.
Well, no, that like you know.
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
So you look at our climate. So we're quite flat, as you can see from our view.
Yeah.
And
We'll show the viewers while we're talking about it, yeah.
and so we have quite consistent weather, and so we'd probably be on the warmer side of a Mediterranean climate.
Yeah.
Mediterranean is Italian.
Yes.
Spain.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
Especially Spain.
And that's the difference, isn't it? Once upon a time, we threw in Chardonnay, we threw in Shiraz, we threw in Cab, because that's what we thought we had to have.
Yeah.
And McLaren Vale was doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, the Italian varieties, we actually had one of Australia's, one of the world's #1 Italian variety wine experts on our show.
Oh, cool.
Jill Gordon-Smith, I don't know if you've heard of her, she's
Yes.
from Fall from Grace.
Yep.
She's a wine educator as well, so yeah, her it was like chalk and cheese on the show. But she dumbed it right down so I knew what she was talking about. But what she said, if we went back in time, would we plant the new varieties, because I guess everyone's got smarter, and we're so young in the terms of wines, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, we're 200 years old.
Correct.
Brand new
world.
Brand new babies.
So our evolution is going to skyrocketing, and the quality of the wines, and the reason is we're picking the right wines for the right climate.
Exactly.
And this is why the Riverland is going to thrive.
That's why it's going to.
You know, like you look at the Barossa, and you've got Shiraz.
Yeah.
You look at Clare, you've got Shiraz and Riesling, you know, because they get those nice crispy cool nights.
Yes.
And then you know you go down to Clarenbach, and you've got your Grenache, and you've got your Shiraz there as well.
Yeah.
But here's a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
And you know, let's do something that we know works, and we can carve our own little niche as well.
Yeah, and it's got its own Riverland qualities as well, hasn't it?
It does.
It does. And there's some fantastic winemakers here too.
Absolutely.
It's probably the best kept secret, I reckon. And this place here, it would be one of them as well. Absolutely magnificent. All right, so let's hear it from the expert. What are you tasting?
So when I smell it.
Oh, okay. So we've gone way past that. We've almost finished.
Mine's gone nearly, but yeah.
So I get crispy pear. You know when you bite into a pear and it's still quite crunchy?
Actually, though, do you know what?
That is a great description.
That is a really good description.
Much better than you're sitting on the couch with a pipe and dressing gown.
You haven't heard some of the other ones yet.
Pear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crispy pear. I like
Crispy
that.
pear.
There's a bit of. So this has had a little bit of oak, hasn't it? So you do smell that.
Yeah, you do. And you can tell it's had a little bit of oak by the finish. Yeah. No bad.
Look at you go.
No bad aftertaste. I've been learning about it. I actually really
soft,
like
nice soft finish. It's a soft finish. We had a 2018 Fiona which had a much longer finish.
Yeah.
And,
so you've made a little slight adjustment.
Yeah. Well, Eric did. I wouldn't have a clue, but Eric did. Yeah, and he just was really.
The moustache made a little. Made a little adjustment.
Gave an extra twirl and. Out it came.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, no, I'm nerding out.
She's thinking.
So,
hello.
I was off in the distance. So, you know, I get a little bit of honey in there. Like it's not like the acid. Like there's lots of lovely crispy acid in there.
There's a lot of acid in this.
Yeah.
A lot more than that other one. Yeah.
So, you know, and for me, like this one is a really good one to sit down on, you know, on the back porch, and it's like a nice warm day, and you've got, you know, your seafood platter in front of you. Or your chicken, little chicken tenders or whatever.
We're going to get some great cutaways to match with your, I mean, we're going to with a little cloud like a dream with a seafood. I can see that.
Yeah. So and because it's lovely and refreshing.
Yeah,
it's not cloying. There's nothing cloying in the mouth.
Easy to drink.
Easy to drink.
Very easy. To, no, I find that with. I haven't had a Riverland wine yet, and I've had plenty of them. That isn't easy to drink.
That's good. That's good. That's what we want.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we want.
And we had some nice organic wines as well.
Do you have a little bit of lemon oil in there as well?
She's still going.
I'm still going, sorry.
No, it's all right. But you can fit a lot in this glass, can't you?
You
a
can
lot
fit
of
a
description
lot.
You can fit in this glass. What happened to yours?
It's gone.
And you're allowed to have a refill.
Can I?
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure.
Thanks for that.
I
appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll let you talk in a minute, and then that way you won't drink as much.
I'm more than happy to listen. It's very entertaining.
So, what food-wise?
Food-wise, well, actually,
what are we going to pair with it?
What Eric says and what Bruce says, as grower and winemaker, is that it really, our old Fiona really needed some spicy foods. This doesn't necessarily need this. This is more, it could be more of an easy, like you're saying like Sonya was saying, on the back porch with some cheeses. So we would probably just lighten this one up with a bit of Onca Paringa brie. We don't make cheeses in the Riverland, but we're really excited and happy to be able to showcase some of our great South Australian cheeses.
Yeah, and a few flies. A few flies showcasing the Riverland flies. Yeah.
You've been anywhere near Onca Paringa? Do you know?
Oh well, now you mention it, I actually live where the Onca Paringa River comes and meets the sea.
Oh,
that's cool.
We call it God's country as well. We call it that. Yeah. And so I'm one street back from there, and about 800 metres it is to the Lifesaving Club. Definitely.
So the Onca Paringa brie. Just cut your bit, and now we're gonna put it onto a backyard bread, which is our little local manufacturers of crisp breads.
Yeah. Okay.
Cracking little flavoured breads.
Sorry for the fingers, but ladies first.
Oh, thank you.
And
what have you got in there? Pistachios.
Pistachios. I can't remember which one I'm giving you actually. One's a
righto, and
the
one's an
purple
olive.
one's an olive.
Olives, yeah.
So we're looking at a single, double, triple brie.
No.
It's the big one.
Triple.
That's good, man. And then try with the wine.
Oh man, that softened that wine. You feel that? Woo! That's
The cream.
That.
Almost spat everywhere. The creaminess of the cheese.
Yeah,
really.
Yep, that didn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
How good is wine pairing
That is very cool.
with food?
That's very
and
cool.
what I love about it is I would never have picked that.
Why not?
I don't know. I love Pinot. And when I think of Pinot, I think triple brie and Pinot. And I love triple brie with a sparkling red.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sparkling red, we could drag it. No.
We
We've
will.
got 120 different wines here. We'd love to.
We might be here a while.
We could be here for
We could be here a while.
Oh, I was gonna say,
And you've got accommodation, so we should be right. Yeah, we should be right.
next time.
Fancy accommodation.
And that was beautiful. That was.
How good are the
fantastic.
biscuits?
Yeah, they're really cool.
So we always throw people's links in as well.
Yep.
So whoever's watching the show, and then they can actually go, right, I want to get that cheese, I want to get those biscuits, and I definitely need some of that.
Yeah.
So where will they go to, obviously, if they're not coming to the Riverland, because some of our friends are in the UK, in the US, and things like that watch the show. Can they go online to buy this fantastic piano?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Riverlandwinecentre.com.au. That's our website. We're just up and running, so it's still in its early stages. But yeah, you can get all of our wines and all of our great friends' wines as well too, because we're basically the online cellar door for the Riverland. So
that's awesome, isn't it? So you could straight away put your wines in here and online.
The only place because I'm very small.
Yeah.
The only place that I will sell my wine is through Andrew.
Excellent. You had to say that because he was here, but yeah.
No, legit. I am legit to say.
Finish that, and then I'll give you a little bit of our old Fiona, because our old Fiona is a little bit creamier. It's cheating. I know, because you're adding another wine, but I'm just interested to see what you. This one has got.
Did you get that? We love that bit.
Did you want to try a bit?
Yeah.
Have a little bit.
We won't get a dream sequence if she doesn't.
Very different.
Not as gold. Not as gold.
No.
Does it, like a Chardonnay, the longer it is kept, does it?
That's a good question.
The colour change with Fiona?
Most white wines will.
Most white
most
wines?
will. Yeah.
Does it? There's a question somebody would ask. Does it sell it?
Fiona?
Probably too.
No.
No.
You want to say that because you want people to buy it, but
No, because I got told I didn't know, because I got told the other day. So I'm only going on what Martin said to me the other day.
fair enough.
And what Eric said to me. So.
I would.
Marketing and sales would definitely say no, it doesn't sell it. Buy it, drink it straight away, and buy some more.
Well, if you've got a Fiano, so depending on the producer, but you can have a cellaring potential of up to about 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's pretty good. And so you know what I'm going to do too is I'm going to surprise people with some amazing Riverland wine, and they're going to go. Wow, already going live last night. People have been messaging me saying, "Mate, I've got a shack on the river and I don't even go there because."
Shame.
Yeah.
Crying shame.
So no, they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Want to come up? They've got to come here.
Got to come here.
Why wouldn't you come here and work out all of them, get a few ideas from you guys about where to go, where the good cellar doors are, things like that?
That's what it's
cellar
about.
doors here.
And you know what's even better than the cellar doors is the people.
Yeah.
We have been looked after so well, and we have had a fantastic time. Met some amazing characters. Yeah, I've got to keep going back to the moustache because I've got his envy. People make it, don't they? That's what this whole show's about, because so much more goes into the bottle than the wine, doesn't it? And we were trying to bring that out.
And when you're talking to small producers, like, the blood, sweat and tears go into this wine. Generally they're the ones with the vineyards and
the history.
And the history and and they've made the wines and they sit there and you get them excited and they start talking about it and their hands start going and they're starting to nerd out and they start pulling out all the big stuff.
Oh, yeah, they go to the museum stock and they're pouring and pouring and pouring. Next thing you know, it's 12:30.
6
You've got to
hours
get up at
Got to
9.
get up the next
You've got to be drinking wine again at 10 o'clock. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Horrible job. Horrible
So
job. So,
What do you think of that?
I actually like this one better.
Well, do you know what? So do I. But
Right.
they tell me that the other one is going to get.
I like the
but
other
the
one.
other one's going to get better. So
Yep.
The other one's got to be better than this.
going to get better than that. That's what Martin said. So, but I like that because it's got a bit more body and it's a little bit creamier, like you were saying. But
Well, I find this one a lot more aromatic. I find there's a lot more going
Well,
on in
that's a
there.
good wine too. Aromatic, yeah.
but that's I reckon
that
that's
a
a,
thing?
18's a cracker. I reckon it's a cracker. But anyway, that's good.
That's great.
So
you,
different,
You
though.
snuck that on, didn't you?
So
Good work.
different, yeah.
All right, let's
So
go wine 2.
The trigger. Oh, that's right. You're not doing small pours.
Oh,
are we?
jeepers.
Well, you know, he's the one.
Oh, not quite that. All right. Good morning.
My
time's
advice
in.
would be come up and see Andrew the Saber.
Yeah.
You'll get some bargains like never before.
Sleep. So this is the award-winning. Wow.
All
smell
right,
that.
let's go look first.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Did he showcase this, or we should have asked? I didn't.
No.
No. Thank
No.
the Lord. Thank the Lord, because that's.
That wouldn't matter.
So get a nice white light.
Yeah, yeah. I reckon I got one right there.
Look at the colour on that.
What
Look
are
at the
you?
legs on that.
What are you calling the colour?
You know, it was
What did I
better-
call it?
was
What is it? Dorothy's shoes out
Dorothy's
of the Wizard's Oz.
shoes. Yeah. Out of the. It's better when you only had a little bit in there, but it does.
Because they click together.
Click them 3 times and you
Really?
come home.
You just look at the top edge of it, though, Sonya. When you tilt it, you get that ruby through it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So the Touriga, yeah. So the Touriga was award-winning at the Riverland Wine Show, and Eric should have told you that, but
Well, he's
he's got a lot to talk about. So
And you know what though? He's so modest.
Yeah, he's very modest.
I was trying to extract from him like the award. Nah, I don't want to talk about the awards. And I wish he was alive, so I made him. But, so tell me about the variety.
So Touriga is a Spanish. No, Portuguese.
Portuguese. Yeah.
My apologies, Portuguese.
Portuguese.
So Touriga.
I'd like to say we'll cut that bit, but we won't.
So Touriga normally, like so in Portugal, would be blended and made into port. But we kind of like it as a
fortified,
table.
as we would call it.
Yeah, fortified
Yeah.
here. Can't call it port here.
No, it's silly, isn't it? So,
And but it makes a cracking table wine. I mean, look at the legs.
I got you.
Look at that. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that.
You need one of them, don't you?
I do.
You do now. For when the uni students come through, have a look at that. You could probably sell them here.
Probably could actually. I don't know how to switch that. I just looked at it.
No. No, it's beautiful. How many awards did it win? 3 awards on the.
In the Riverland Wine
gee
Show?
whiz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. Best.
they're cleaned up.
Not a well-known variety.
No, not at all.
Another Riverland Marvel. Yeah. I'm gonna have a crack at the taste. Well, what did we smell first? Because we missed that last time.
What do you smell? No, look at my nose.
I'm thinking a little bit of earth. I can smell.
Yeah.
The berries are coming through. Dark. I'm calling dark berries. I don't actually know what I'm talking about.
I smell like bitter chocolate.
Bitter chocolate.
Bitter chocolate, you know, like cooking chocolate. And you
Okay.
taste it's got that bitterness, or like you know, like 80% chocolate, 80% cocoa chocolate.
Yep.
It's got that bitterness to it, and it's beautiful.
Bit of
Like, it's so
sharpness
nice.
is what you can
And then
Bit of
you know, you put a
sharpness,
bit of oak with it.
Oh, you can
Give that
definitely
little
smell
vanilla
it,
oak,
yeah.
You can
and it's
smell
good,
it,
that-
yeah.
So do you know how it is made? Is it French, American?
I've got no.
No, we actually don't know about this
Yeah,
one.
no,
at all.
right. Well, there you go. Oh, Eric might chuck a comment in there and let us know.
He might have
He
to.
might.
Well, he wanted because it's an award-winning wine.
So
Yeah.
what spices do you think you're getting? This is my favourite question.
See, I'm not getting much.
Oh, see, I get, you know when you get like a mortar and pestle and you put some fresh cardamom pods in there and you freshly
I
ground
can
it
get
up.
cardamom out of that. Yeah.
Cardamom.
Cardamom.
Freshly,
Yeah.
I don't even know what cardamom is, though. That's probably what I can't smell it.
It's
It's
a
a
spice.
spice. I know that. I know it's a spice, but I don't know what it smells
Yeah.
like.
and
Bit like that.
bit of
A bit
like,
like this wine, you know. I actually do know what it smells
Oh
like.
yeah, you do. Now you do. Yeah.
Right, let's have a taste.
and a bit of cloves, bit of
It is a
tobacco.
bit clovey, yeah.
Yep.
I'll
Get that lovely tobacco-y
I could get a sniff of leather out of it too.
Yep.
I was expecting it to be a lot bolder.
Yeah, it's not, is it?
No, well, there's a Riverland way, isn't it?
No.
Everything's very pleasurable to drink.
You've nailed it.
Yeah, it is, and we know that because I like lighter wines. Most people, the winemakers in McLaren Vale, the old Italians say is because my palate hasn't aged, and that I don't know much about wine.
Oh.
But I actually really like an easier drinking wine.
Yeah.
Pinot lover. But these wines in McLaren the Riverland are very similar.
Yep.
All the wines we've had have been an absolute pleasure to drink, which is probably good for marketing and sales, I reckon, because you'd be drinking a few of them, and with the variety you've got. You threw me off when you said they make port. This is what they make port out of. Because I was, and then my brain went
headed that way.
It doesn't taste anything like.
This is something that's also blended in with Tempranillo as well. So you can do a blend of that.
Who does?
Not sure.
Oh, I thought
No,
it was a loaded question.
In fact, there's no other. I don't know anyone else that does a Touriga up here. So
No.
So it is only just Eric.
How long's he been doing it for?
Eric.
The Touriga, yeah.
I think there was another vintage, but we're making this up now. So I think there might be two runs of it. I think he's done, but
And what were you tasting?
Red wine. It was lovely.
Touriga. I was tasting Touriga, mate. You forgot what it was called? Or?
No,
I think you're right. It's really to me. That's a really soft. I mean, it's heading towards you.
There's some tannin there, though.
Lighter reds, but there are some.
It's not aggressive tannin.
No.
It's very soft.
But it's dry enough to make you want more.
It's like laying your head on a velvet pillow.
Here we go.
Another cloud of these. We're going to have some fun with this. We need a few from you, though, Andrew.
Sorry,
we need some out there descriptions of what it tastes like.
I'm happy to
let
it go.
It's very velvety tannin. Like it's lovely.
It is.
It is.
It's a very
rolling
nice, a very nice mouthfeel.
On the red seas of velvet.
What would you pair with it?
Well, actually,
excellent question.
It's thrown me a little bit because what we've got here with it, which we have for the Durif, should be okay with that. This is black and spice Kangaroo. Right, but we had that here for the Durif.
Yeah.
But I reckon it will be okay.
Let's have a crack.
Do you know? Well, explain what's. Because I reckon that would go.
Might even go with the capers. So I threw these on. These are Black Sheep Produce capers, and they are.
Once again, who?
Black Sheep Produce.
So they do jujubes in that as well, which is really
cool. They do some
what?
pretty cool stuff.
Jujubes.
And these are in the wine centre. There's a whole heap of different produce that we promote as well, and these are all our local people, all our friends that we're trying to promote as well. And these capers are nutso. So that'll be interesting actually to see how that goes. We don't know. So do you want?
Is that like a relish under it?
It's a caperberry. Do you know caperberries?
Not at all.
Right.
That's a beetroot.
I'm letting Sam.
That's Ilolangi beetroot relish underneath, which is nutso.
See, that would be really nice with this.
Yeah, right. Let's have a crack.
Let's have just dip and rub and lift.
Righto. I'll use my manners, ladies first. Chivalry's not dead.
Settle down.
No, it wasn't. No, I just trying to talk myself. Oh, hang on.
Great. Try that. Now that'll be interesting.
So you got the saltiness of the capers, and that lovely sweetness of the.
That actually works.
And that. Oh yeah.
That actually works.
Try it.
That actually works.
And.
Softens it. That
straight away.
Yeah.
That was a really good call.
Yeah.
Phew.
Hey, you got it?
Yeah, no. I wasn't sure, but yeah, it's just that little bit lighter, and that's a little bit lighter, and that beetroot relish is just sensational.
Oh, isn't it?
That's Ilolangi down at Wakery. So Basham's does about 17 to 18 different varieties, and most of them are Mediterranean, so they're nuts, like Bruce and Bella got nuts.
On our next visit?
You've got to go there.
We're going to go there.
Good. Basham's back to Veranda, Whistling Kite.
Oh yeah, Whistling Kite.
Whistling Kite, hands down.
Biodynamic.
Yep.
Cool.
Coolest family. When you go to Bashams, like they've got the most beautiful garden. You're like walking through, got these lovely big deciduous trees growing, and you're like,
Any roses?
walking through. Roses?
Yeah.
They used to own a garden nursery.
So
I just say that because there's
outs-
roses bloody everywhere.
There's everywhere. And then Whistling Kite, it's right on the Murray. And so where the cellar door is, like you're sitting there, right? Sitting
I was going to say you're
glass.
writing this down, but we got it on camera, haven't we? Yeah.
Oh.
Good idea. Trip 2, Riverland take 2. Yeah, we've enjoyed ourselves so much, and we've been invited back already.
Yeah.
So we've done something right, I guess.
Yeah.
And we've got, I mean, we just keep adding names, but I mean, you can stop at Berkshire at Blanchetown on the way up. You've got Spook Hill just out of Cadell.
Cerami.
Blah 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 blah. There's so many.
Ricoterra.
I mean, there's now so many. Ricoterra, who we're going to have here, is our operating as a cellar door at Pike River soon. So
You like your Grenache?
Yeah.
Ricoterra's Grenache. Now, I'm picky with my Grenache. There's crap Grenache, I'm not going to have it.
Right.
I
I'm
love Ashley's
Seamus
Grenache.
would
I'm
say,
gonna go out and
Seamus
leave.
would say the Crystallana's even better than that. So
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to send you a bottle of Grenache. And I'm going to send you a bottle of Curtis Family Vineyards Grenache.
Bring it on. We'll
And-
do a Grenache off. We'll do a Grenache off.
Right, we'll swap one. We'll swap one.
Done.
There's a show.
Grenache off.
Next time you're in the city,
Oh, bring it.
come to the studio.
Oh.
We'll do the Grenache off.
Bring it.
Yeah, we might even get Jill, or we might even get Mark on, the guy who made it. And then
Who's
we
Mark?
can Curtis. He's the guy who made
Oh,
it.
yeah, right. Sorry.
He's got rallies up here too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, good egg.
yeah.
Curtis,
Yeah.
okay. Yep. Got
All
lots
right.
of Curtises.
And there's lots of Curtis. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Just down the
They're
road.
everywhere.
Just down the road.
Loxton.
Just Loxton and just down at Pike River.
Pike River.
Yeah.
So how are you liking the Truga?
That has made it.
Oh, hang on a minute. We got more.
That has made it like the ultimate taste sensation. that's for
Sorry,
sure.
I'm just going to
Don't-
dive
don't
in
you
and
dare knock that over.
breathe over your glass. Yeah.
You gonna have mine?
I've actually,
We already have.
I've already
Smashed
snuck
a
a
couple.
couple of.
It's good.
I think the capers and
Very much so.
Yeah.
I
Did you?
think
I like the green bean.
I like the beetroot.
I love the green beans, but
I think the beetroot goes. Yeah.
beetroots, yeah, I think maybe that is it.
Yeah. No. Well,
Have you ever done beetroot with duck
But the
fat?
saltiness of those capers is
Roasted
pretty cool.
beetroot with duck fat.
I have had beetroot 1,000 ways because it is my favourite vegetable by a mile, and just thrown in with a roast.
Oh yeah. Oh, roasted beet. Yeah,
Oh, delicious.
definitely
Cheers.
roasted beetroot. That is.
With duck fat.
That is.
Duck fat roasted beetroot.
Oh yeah, no, that's too good. Too good.
Oh,
Too good.
my arteries. My arteries scream.
I expect some at work, all right? Duck fat.
I'll get Taylor to do it for you.
Taylor?
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is
right. Taylor does everything
roasted
for us.
But
beetroot.
it's like, you roast anything in duck fat, it gets really crispy and delicious on the outside, and it's really lovely and creamy on the inside.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the mental
You're getting
picture.
some
No,
good
no.
food.
No, there isn't one. No.
That's it.
Okay,
I'm just
so-
keen as to get to this.
Yeah, right. So we've slid quickly, or not so quickly, onto wine 3. And what do we got?
This is Basham's 2017 Durif, and it is
Stop. I keep pouring. But tell me, Durif. Because, you know,
Durif.
the average punter would have never heard of it.
Durif. Now, let me think. It's Leon.
Well, give me that way as well. Leon.
Is it? Hang on.
I'll barrack for them because it sounds like lion.
Leon.
In the
A place overseas.
so in France, yeah.
No.
Leon is in France.
No. Google it.
Come back and tell me about the Durif. I don't care where it comes from.
Don't you?
No. Adrian's going to find out for me.
Did you know that?
No, I just clicked in. So, Durif, which camera are we looking? Durif
Yeah, anyone get on. Probably that one, yeah.
is otherwise known as Petit Syrah,
Petit Syrah.
and quite commonly found in the US.
Right.
Yes.
But
So
it's
it's
also
actually,
used as a filler sometimes. Is that correct?
yes,
Yeah.
yep. And so it's a. Oh, now hang on. Let me.
Which
let
is
me pronounce
nuts.
this.
All right, we'll take 3,
Well,
yeah?
it says here notable regions: California,
Yep.
France, Israel, and Australia.
France.
Israel.
Israel. Cool.
Now that is, that, it's
Oh,
got to
actually,
go.
do you know Israel is a virgin wine
So
region?
it does say
I
Australia.
did
Like,
not
in
know that.
Israel has got lots and lots of winery.
The Durifs that we
Fantastic.
produce up here with Basham's and 919 are very high quality
Oh, smell it.
big
Smell
fruit.
it.
Oh,
No.
Big
You're
fruit
not going past the nose.
no, I already had a go.
That's a beautiful nose, isn't it? It is a
Oh, it is. And it's unique.
So Bashams have a 16 release as well, and the 17.
The 16 is a very big.
It is. It's a
Heavy
very
one.
complex wine, and it's
Too heavy,
cracking.
Yeah.
But I love the 17 as well.
And what are we getting from it?
Oh,
What are
berry
we not getting from this?
everywhere.
Brambleberry? Brambleberry?
No, I get blackberry
I
from
get
this.
briar. No, briar was something else.
Briar.
Briar.
Briar. What does briar mean?
Briar's a bush. Briar bush.
Briar. What else?
I get lots of star anise.
Oh yes.
Star anise.
And, do you remember?
I remember. Dutch licorice.
Dutch licorice.
The salty
It
licorice.
does, yeah.
Salty licorice.
Sensational, isn't it?
Well, it's not so sweet, like it's not confectionery, but it's
It's more like the bush. The licorice bush. Star anise, is that what you
Star
said?
anise.
Yeah.
no.
Similar to that? Sweet briar?
Sweet briar.
No.
No idea.
No, I thought it was
When
more
I
of
hear
a
briar, I think herbaceous, but I don't get a lot of herbaceous.
prickly.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I've got no idea.
Oh.
Ah, try it with that.
Beautiful. Isn't
Hang
it?
on,
Now,
hang on. I'm
He's
gonna,
up, Tiger, hang on.
I've been told that there's no such thing as tasting it once. You have to actually taste it twice.
I don't know that you can improve on the taste of that. Doesn't matter what you eat, really.
Well, that's a bit cool.
Now,
I mean, our kangaroo, black and spice kangaroo in Romesco is one of our locavore platters. So we use all local product. So this is a Lirrup kangaroo. It's actually a Lirrup kangaroo.
Oh, true.
So farmed in.
So it's not
in
one of the
Lirrup.
ones we saw jumping around in the
No,
caravan.
it's not roadkill.
But they are sourced here, and it's one of our sharing platters, and people just go mad over the kangaroo. And it's using black and spice, which is a local spice,
Yeah?
and we'll go sensationally with that. And it's on a Romesco sauce, which is capsicum. What else did Bronnie say it was in? Have a go.
Almonds?
Almonds. Yep.
yeah.
Anyway, try a little bit of that with it. We'll take a little bit of the beautiful saltbush out of it.
Right, that's a bit of garnish, is it? The
A
saltbush?
little bit of garnish.
Now, Tauriga has got some pretty cool cellaring potential. Basham's, Durif, well just Durif in Central, has a little bit shorter cellaring potential.
Oh, it's still nice.
And it's just, it's cracking now.
Jeepers creepers.
Oh, come on.
That is still really,
it?
really gorgeous.
Is it really oh,
No?
no, hang on. Yeah, no.
Sorry to be a pain.
I know.
It's not
Oh,
really-
it'll melt
It's
in your
just
mouth.
very
It'll
very
melt.
lady.
That actually melts in your mouth.
Oh, what are you trying to be ladylike now for?
Where's Bronnie? Get her out of here.
She left.
She did.
She did. She's come and prepared the food for us.
My wife. Yeah, she's a wonderful wife.
She is a wonderful wife.
See that?
Would you like a bit more?
Oh,
That's sensational.
has anyone ever said no?
There's a duck.
Oh, how's the
One-legged
spice?
duck.
So,
Got it?
Oh, it's really, it's got a little.
Bronnie, that's sensational.
Now try it with this.
I said I couldn't get better. I just have a funny feeling it might.
Oh, look. Isn't that good?
Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous.
You see
What-
why? Do you see
what-
why I nerd out?
yeah, right. The whole way through.
Just about when
Yeah.
your eyes glaze over and you just don't want to talk to anybody because that's just tastes sensational.
You know what? They say no dead air.
You want to
But
try
you know
some?
what? Dead air is perfect for this show because you know people are right into it.
Do you know what we should do? We should try it with both Trigger and the Drif as well.
We can't. We ate it all.
It's gone.
Oh yeah.
Can you ring your wife?
No.
She's just there again.
It is. Can you just
Just
whip,
go back.
whip us up? Was it slow cooked or something? How'd she
No,
get
no,
so
no,
tender?
No, you gotta
No,
cook.
it's
Don't you have to
actually-
cook it quickly?
Yeah, it's very quickly cooked.
It was so tender though,
Oh, so good.
wasn't it?
Beautiful.
So
Hear that?
I love this. I love this with venison.
Oh, that's a good call. It's probably similar taste to the roux anyway.
Yeah, with pumps and polenta. Or, you know when like you make mashed potato and you make it the proper way, so you put just about as much butter as potato in it. You know, whiz it around so it's like this nicely salted. That with the venison on top. With a bit of grilled field mushrooms. See, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, I hate mushrooms, but anyway,
You like beetroot?
I love beetroot. Right,
Fat roasted.
this was sensational. The food pairings, Not sure we actually touched on the almonds or fruit as yet.
There you go.
Maybe that will go with the sparkling red.
It's really a little supplementary just to nibble on after.
That was a hint, but yeah.
Oh, that was a hint.
Our fruits and nuts really good, fantastic with the fortifieds and the finishes. So like really, like with our Cristallana stuff and our Matthews fruit wines, which is another place you've got to come back and speak to Robert Matthews about his fruit wines. They are nuts, nuts. Quince dessert.
Quince dessert.
Quince dessert wine, unbelievable, crazy stuff.
We're going to go to sparkling red because I actually did a whole show on McLaren Vale sparkling red. We rode around electric bikes. Probably not a real good idea on sparkling red. And we went to 7 wineries, and then the 3 of us, Luke from Gone Able, which is an amazing. If you're going to come down our way, you got to go on a tour with Luke.
I've met this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. He came into one the cellar door when I used to work in the Brother.
Right, he may have.
Yeah.
He's got one eye. Look like a pirate.
Oh, it was so long ago.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, he has anyway.
He's got one on.
Yeah, from a surfing accident.
Wow.
And anyway, sorry, mate. Try some McLaren Vale wines. You get on. There's a track that goes from. He's the mayor of Moana, by the way. It goes from Moana to McLaren Vale, and you stop at Shingleback, who have an amazing sparkling red. And then we went to all different wineries. Molly Duca.
You've been to Becker's? Have you tried the Grenache from Becker's?
Luke and I grew up with Toby Becker's.
Oh, get out!
Yeah. And I'm actually.
Wine is sensational.
I'm actually here.
Yeah.
For Sally and Nick's they got eloped during COVID, but their party for their wedding. And do you know what their wedding present was?
What?
A bottle of Becker's. In a beautiful cylinder. No, it was an amazing wedding present.
Their wine.
Probably not so amazing because he's a mate of mine and I got it really cheap. But
their wines are mad delicious.
And we got them some awesome crystal wine glasses with love hearts on them. Yeah. And I told him 1 year. Leave it one more year, and on your first anniversary, crack it.
Fantastic, yeah.
So I bought some Becker's ones.
Yeah.
Wine is the best present ever.
It is actually.
I bought 3 bottles of Becker's.
You did?
Went to a New Year's Eve party, took the lot. Did not taste any of it because everyone else drank it.
Oh, what?
Novice.
Have you been to the cellar door? Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I had that dog sit on my lap.
Oh, yeah.
Massive dog.
He doesn't like me.
Why not?
It's a tiny little Jack Russell, don't like me.
It's quite a big Jack Russell. Because I've got a Jack Russell and that dog was like twice the size.
To be honest, I'm not sure Toby really likes me. Pete, his younger brother, and I were really good friends. But no, that was a great experience and a great story. His wife from France.
Have you tried her Chablis?
Oh, I've tried most of them.
Chablis.
Fantastic. Well, that was lovely, wasn't it?
That was. And we're going to have a sparkling red?
We can.
So.
Which one?
All right.
Mine's mine.
So this is a.
What happens mine?
Really, let's go very quickly. This one. This is Berkshire Salters.
Right. So what we usually do is put it out the front. Yeah. So people can see it. Adrian will. So tell me about it quickly.
Just very quickly. It's the Berkshire Salters Sparkling Mellow. It's a really easy drinking, soft Merlot. It is probably the best seller in our whole place. People just love it. Bronnie and I sit down at the end of the day. This is what we drink.
It's your knockoff drink?
It's our knockoff drink. It's exactly what we call it.
Fiano for breakfast, knockoff drink. Yeah.
This is nuts.
During the day?
This is nuts. Drinking sparkling Merlot. It is so smooth.
I've never had a sparkling Merlot.
No. Neither have I until.
Pike River's
I sound like a real novice because everything we've had, I've gone,
I've never tried it. But you know what though?
Except
like the majority of the population, so that's okay.
I've had a Greco Fiano and you guys haven't. So.
This is lightly carbonated, so you don't get a big fizz out of it, but that's the idea.
And that's why it drops away so quickly.
That's why it drops away but it's sensational and super easy to drink. You can feel the mellowness in it. Like, it's just mellow, just really.
It suits me.
It's a beautiful wine.
I've been told if I was any more casual, obviously.
And Berkshire have done this for a number of years, but this is a cracker, and it's the absolute best seller at our place for a spark.
What does it retail for? Here
it retails for $19.
You know what?
Chin chin.
I have said to every single person we've talked to, put your price up.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Well, actually, not yet. Let me buy some, and then we'll and then put it up. But
yeah, no, it's crazy stuff. But that's the Riverland mentality, because for so long they've been getting rid of their wine, but they don't need to because it's quality, quality, quality.
we drank some wine last night, and I said, "Oh, how much is this?" And he went, "Oh, it's." It was 12, it's now, and I'm thinking about putting it to $14 a bottle.
So are you crazy? Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was thinking 30 to 40.
Yeah.
And I was going to buy it for that.
It is absolutely insanely good.
So they're just outside of Blanchetown, so it's actually not even
and you need to stop in and see them on your next trip, because they're fantastic.
And we'll come back here, and then we'll talk about all the wines, and we'll go visit them.
If it's not visiting like that to film, like just come and try it.
We've got to film. We don't go anywhere without filming.
Anyway, have that, and then we'll get into something a little bit special.
Wow, that was good.
Wine porn right here. So this is a sparkling pedi Virgo. So this is made method traditional.
Pedi Verde.
Pedi Verde.
McLaren Vale
Look
say
at the
petite,
beautiful, look at the beautiful.
Petite. Ugh. Pedi Verde. So done method traditional. So if this was white wine, you'd see the little string of pearls. You know, like you would see in champagne, because it's done method champagne. We can't call it that here.
No, of course not.
So it's method traditional, and that, you know, that signifies, you know, very well-made wine. If you see those chain of pearls, and they just last forever. The bubbles last forever.
What's going on with my glass?
See, I don't know why yours has done that, but anyway.
Oh, it's the way I poured it.
It's where you pour it.
Yeah.
But
So talk it up. What are we having?
So sparkling Pedi Verde.
Where from?
So this is Whistling Kite.
Whistling Kite.
Whistling Kite. So Whistling
you need
Kite.
to come back and see next time.
Yeah.
So their vineyard is just outside of Loxton, so as well as their cellar door. Their grapes. So I took my grapes from their vineyard when I made the Montepulciano.
Did you ask?
I did.
You did right.
I did go stealth at night. And
Handpicked.
and they are the most amazing quality grapes. You know, a lot of the vineyards around
crisp, isn't it?
were really struggling with the heat. Theirs were like, it's like the Garden of Eden. Are you listening?
No.
I'm telling you all about my exciting time.
No, it's all right. It'll be on camera.
And it's just, it's beautiful. It's
beautiful,
a beautiful place. And so they're biodynamic. And so Whistling Kite is obviously named after Whistling Kites because it's right on the valley,
It's gold, isn't it, Abby?
Yeah.
What was the old?
TV gold.
Wasn't it? That'll be on the
I can't wait to see this.
That'll be on the TV.
So it's on right on the river.
TV gold.
Oh, the river.
Yes.
Right.
So
That would be easy to forget being in the Riverland, wouldn't it?
So they've got Whistling Kites living on the property. So hence the name Whistling Kite.
I don't actually know what Whistling Kite.
Whistling Kite is like a
Like a hawk, bird of prey.
bird of prey.
Right,
Yeah.
we've seen driving around.
And so, you know, so they,
Bronny feeds
you know, if
them
we
out
have
here.
people, we have visitors, they put it out, put out some meat, and we feed the Whistling Kites, and it's awesome. It's so cool.
Awesome. I've got to say to you guys, thank you so much for having us here.
No,
What an education it's been.
thank you for coming.
I've been restrained.
She has been restrained.
Very
Believe it or not, she has been restrained.
The viewers won't believe it because we're just going to highlight everything that she did. But
She won't believe it, but she has been restrained.
I've got to say, come to the Riverland.
Oh, it's
Well, you
fun.
can't travel. You can't go overseas. You can't go to Bali. I don't know why people would want to anyway. But you can't go to the Philippines. You can't go to America. You can't go to France. Come here.
Absolutely.
And you can't go to the Mediterranean. So come here and taste their wines.
That's a
Wow,
that's a clever. That's a clever.
Yes,
yeah.
Andrew.
Can't go to the Mediterranean, but yeah, come here.
So
Because
tune
that's
in.
what we are. Yeah.
8 o'clock, Facebook,
Yeah.
every Wednesday night. And then Thursday nights, we're on Channel 44. I know you guys don't get Channel 44. Cheers to you guys.
Thank you.
And cheers to the Riverland. We have an absolute ball. And come visit, taste their amazing wines, meet the amazing people, the unbelievable produce. Blown us away. Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.